Oh, hey, look at you. All right. I have no idea if anybody's in here. How do you know that?
Probably that.
I had it on. Oh, right there. Gotcha. Well, before I had it on. How would I get it on YouTube? Hmm. I don't think that's what I want. Where were we? If I do like.
What are you trying to do?
I had this when you were like viewing me, then you could like see the people. I don't know. Just I don't really need to see, or should I have it that way? I don't know how we should do this. I guess I guess how you had it first is probably the best, right? It's on the right. I kind of liked how you had it that first time.
Like with the stream open?
Yeah, that's kind of cool actually. So confusing. What do you do?
Waterfowl TV.
Waterfowl TV. Hello. Cool. This is. I feel like this is what we just had before you could see the people. I'm so confused.
What?
Now this is like freezing up.
4 people watching already.
Holy cow! Tons of people. Hello. All right, we're still figuring all this stuff out, kind of. Okay, cool. Why won't this go up? Oh, there we go. Okay. Top chat. I hate having 2 programs open, but I don't even know which one. Oh, I'm supposed to text my dad. All right, cool. So we got all. How's the audio? If anybody's on here and wants to let me know, because we have no idea. But we have a bunch of memory cards to look through today. We're supposed to start at 8, but we kind of did this a little early just to make sure everything was going well. So it might not be super exciting for a minute, but perfect. It's so funny because I'm sure no one heard that, but it's. Okay, cool. All right. I think making sure I got everything here. Reader. Do you know Blaine? He's my cousin. Yes. Are you the one that didn't we bring you out hunting? Waterfowl TV? Are you the younger kid? Maybe not. Maybe it's a different cousin. But yes, I do know Blaine. He did this bird right here, actually, which I think is probably one of my favorite mounts he's ever done. It looks really good. Look at Cody. I'll tell you when I hear it. That was a weird thing for me to say, Sarah, but got it. So I think, okay, so you can see that. You guys can't see that screen. Okay. Cody's got this crazy computer setup going on here. Potatoes? Sarah, why don't I say something normal? Okay, I'm gonna put one of these chips in and see what happens. I'm not sure if we'll go through it or not, but at least what's on the screen. Ooh. Okay. So I think I go over here. Ooh. Hold on. I think I go over here with this. How's it going, Lydia? Yeah, I was supposed to start this at 8. This is just kind of a test run to make sure everything's running smoothly before I get into it too awfully hard. Ooh, okay. So there's already over 1,000 pictures on this one. I have no idea. I have no idea what order these chips are in. There's 15 of them from like, I don't know, 5,000 acres or so. So most places are a mile or two apart from each other. Some are clustered a little bit, but. Okay, cool. I wonder if it's better, like, doesn't make seem any difference. Okay. Oh. Lydia, if you're watching this, I hate how your last name isn't capitalized, but your first name is. How's it going, Madeline? Hope work's going great. See, Madeline's got her Emmy's capital in that name, unlike Lydia. Because we can look a little bit. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna do these like one at a time, like so, which would probably be easier for you guys. I usually look at them like this, but I feel like it's gonna be. Ooh, there's a nice buck already. Cool. I feel like that might be too blurry or too fast. I'm not really sure how live streams work. So how crisp and clear it is. So I think I'm gonna we'll do one at a time for a while. If it gets to a lot of the same deer, there's a ton of pictures. This goes too long, we'll speed it up a little bit. But I'm excited. I actually don't know where this is. Should probably figure that out. This is a heritage food, right? Is that what it's called? I always get those names so mixed up. I'm gonna look that up before I know, so I know. So most of these food plots in these videos, if you see a food plot, it's going to be Stratton Seeds Heritage Mix. I had a lot of luck with this year. It came up really good. As you see, it's super tall. I don't know where this would be. I think it would be Sutherland's. I'm waiting for some more people. I'm going to go to a daylight picture. Man, I have no idea. I figured the woods would be further back. Alright, how's it going? Yeah, you, me, Sleepyhead, and Blaine went teal hunting. Yes, yes, I remember that. That was a good day. You're a good shot, kid. I think that video's on our channel somewhere. Again, I don't 100% know where this is. It's an old looking doe. I don't know. We'll find out, I guess. I guess I could look at my list. I have a whole list of them on my phone. There's not very many where. Not that. Might be that. It's not 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 there. It's not there. It's not there. No. Okay, so this has got to be a Sutherland's. Yeah, of course. Let's go hunting again. I'm down. I'll be here during teal season. Okay. Oh, 8 people are on here. Cool. Alrighty. So I think I'm going to start going through these. Like I said, there's a couple thousand on this camera, so on this chip alone. I also have a list here. It's all kind of scribbled in of the deer that were on our hit list last year. That most of them made it. I think there was 25 of them on here. I think we only shot 3 of them. So I got that just kind of for reference to kind of refresh my memory if we see any bucks. I also have, let's see where this brings me. Let's open up another one. I also have all of our trail cameras from 2015 all the way up. So I should probably, not sure where I'm going to put this, but I'm going to need this open. Probably put this over here. Oop, hold on. Why won't that go across? Okay. No, this isn't Ridge, Dad. Ridge is, nothing's alive there. Okay. No, that was Sutherland's. Okay, let's see. I think I can do this now. All right. Just need to make a new folder. Hold on. Velvet folder for there. All right, let's go through these. Like I said, there's 1,000 there and 300, so it's 1,200 pictures or so. 1,300 pictures on this one. Let's see. This is like I said before, a heritage food plot. Came up really good. This tall stuff: sun hemp, soybeans, sunflowers, milo, millet, cowpeas, all kinds of stuff in here. I should be going up for the second week of teal season. Sounds good. I should be here for pretty much all of teal season this year. Okay, who do we got here? Big brows. Looks like a 9. Nope, sorry, 10 on that side. So yeah, sorry, I was right. Mainframe 9 with the split brow. At first glance, I do believe I know this deer from past years. I'm not really sure if I should. Yeah, for sure. I definitely know what deer this is. If I remember correctly, it was like 3 or 4 last year. I'm gonna save some of these pictures. So how am I gonna do this easily? Bring it over here. Bring it over here. Okay. How's it going, Jimmy? But yeah, all right. So it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be hard to tell an age of deer, especially a spot like this where it's so close. Unless we get some like real clear broadside picture, I'll do my best. Everything's subject to change. This is literally the first time I've been looking at deer basically all year, so we'll see. But yeah, I remember this buck from last year. I don't remember it being anything special. It looks kind of cool this year, but nah, nothing I'm too concerned about. Yeah, if you guys can hear, is there a way you can get that? Is there a way you can get that square that says top picture off your screen? Yeah, I'm gonna put that, Lydia. I'm gonna put it once I find a picture I like of a buck. It's gonna go there, so then people who are coming in can see kind of the best picture we've had so far. So hopefully, momentarily, we'll have something better than what we've been seeing. So as long as I can remember how to do that. But let me know if the clicking is annoying, because it is for me. So I guess I could do it this way too. That might be worse. Another buck there. Looks like a younger one. Yep, a little 10-pointer. Cool. Okay. Here you can kind of see the sunflowers and cowpeas, soybeans, milo heads right there. And then this real tall stuff with the yellow flowers is sun hemp. Stuff is so thick, super sick. Deer seem to be liking it though. So, also I should note that as you can see, this is in the evening and it's still super hot. This last week's been really, really hot since these cameras been out. So I'm not expecting a whole lot really, but we'll see how it goes. And the deer aren't traveling too far. That was a buck from the beginning. Ooh. Now that's the buck that we saw at first with the brow coming off it. That looks like something quite a bit bigger. So let's see what we got here. Okay, nope, don't need you. Actually, I might save that picture. There's definitely a bigger buck here, by the way. But this is a good age. This is a good angle to judge. At first glance, I'd say at least 4. He could be older. He's got a little belly. His back's pretty boxy. He's got a little bit of a brisket going. Short, or kind of a short, stubby neck for the early season. This will get a lot thicker next couple months. So I'm going to say this buck is probably 5.5. But like I said, I'm not going to make any assumptions yet. But I'm going to save some of these pictures. I think I can just actually do. Let's see if this works. Cool. Okay. So let's see if we can get. Here we go. So this looks like a mainframe 8 maybe with 2 splits. This is the deer we're looking for. We just need a better picture of him. Nope. Okay, not gonna do that. That's sweet. Oh, there he is again. Again, not a great picture. So let's see if we can keep going. That's actually kind of a cool picture. I'm gonna save this one. Huh. That's a big deer, whatever it is. We'll see. I mean, you can tell this buck looked pretty decent before this one came in the picture, and this one's even behind it, and it looks way bigger, so that's how you can tell. That's going to be something pretty special. Okay. Like I said, he looks like a mainframe 8. He just got like 2 really deep splits. It reminds me of a buck my mom shot a few years ago. So, that is sweet. I don't recognize him. The frame kind of looks familiar, but not off the top of my head at least. There we go. Super heavy. Like I said, this deer's quite a bit further away than this deer. So for size comparison, this deer is only probably 10 feet from the camera, and this deer might even be like 15 or 20 feet. Depth perception is hard to do on camera, so it's good to know. But no, this is a good one. Can't really see his body. I assume he's mature. Oh, here we go. Yeah, belly, big brisket. Wow, this buck looks. I can't tell if this buck looks more like the one Mom shot a few years ago, or the one that Rex shot a few years ago, Gamakatsu. He looks like just big frame 8, just these really deep splits. He's an awesome buck. I do not recognize him off the bat. I'm sure I probably do know him, but nothing's coming to mind. At least not where this property is, or this camera's located. So there we go. That's sweet. Got some junk coming off there as well. That's what we like to see, guys, right there. First or second night. You got at least one. I'd definitely say he's mature. And that buck I thought would have been 5 as well. Like I said, who knows? But just kind of doing a quick glance here. All right, let's get through all these. I might have to go. I think I might. Oh yeah, that's actually a good point. I should do that. Okay. Let's see if I can. Let's see if I can do this. All right, so let's do this one. 225. Let you guys look at that for a second while I try to figure this out. Okay. Do this. Browse. 2020. I believe it's this guy. Boom. It's not perfect. Okay. That's not perfect. I'm going to leave it. Does that work for you guys? Then you take a smoke break. Can you pause for a couple minutes? Oh, jeez. Figured I got it, Jimmy. I got it. All right. Then you can watch us on your phone if you want. You know. All right. I'm gonna keep going. So is this actually the one? How's it going, Nancy? Oh boy, my family is something special. All right. If anybody's watching this and they're not subscribed, if they want to try and hit subscribe, but we want, I just want to see if the alerts are working, because I have no idea if that's going to work or not. We think we got them working, but we haven't been able to test them. Another young buck there. I think I'm going to end up having to go multiple at a time just to get away from these does and stuff. Get to the good stuff. Well, nothing. Yeah, as you can see, it went from being early morning right to dark. Like the deer just aren't even like when it's dark out, they're still 84 degrees. It's been so hot this last week. I take it we're not really pulling we're not really pulling many deer this time of year. These deer are sitting pretty tight. They're not traveling a good distance generally speaking. So usually like the deer we're getting pictures of, most of these food plots and stuff are going to be deer that were already hitting the food plot. They're just coming out to look at the corn, or ones that aren't going very far, at least I'd expect. So here's that young buck from the beginning. Nice looking 10. I think I'm gonna keep going. I think I'm gonna start doing it this other way. What do you guys prefer? Do you guys want me to keep? Oh, here they are again. But do you guys want me to keep going to how I am, or would you guys like me to just do like real fast till I see something interesting? Yeah, I bet, Jimmy. I heard you having that brisket. I'm jealous. Oh, here we go. Wow. Yeah, okay. That's kind of cool. So that works. Not very long, but. So it's that buck again. We need name suggestions. This deer definitely is not named. So anybody who wants to try to name this buck, go ahead. I'm always open for ideas. But big heavy 8, deep splits. Actually, this buck isn't named either, honestly. But clean 8 had some junk, but basically it's a big 8 with some deep splits. Definitely a mature buck. Definitely a cool buck. That was actually kind of a cool picture. I don't know if I want to change it to the top one or not, but that was actually pretty cool. I'm going to save it. Okay, so these have been basically the start of the show. This buck may be 4. I don't know if I'm gonna say buck's 5. He looks a lot smaller. His legs look a little bit longer now. I'm getting a little better look at him. I'm gonna say this buck's probably 4. I think I remember him being at least I don't think he was younger than 3 last year, so I don't think he's a 3-year-old now. But next to this thing, I mean, look at the size difference. This buck's actually taller, but we'll see. So it's so hard to tell early season. Brisket, cheesy jalapeno, cornbread, beans. That's pretty good, Jimmy. It's pretty good. No mac and cheese though. That would really got me. Again, I'm gonna say right now. I'm gonna say he's a 4-year-old. He doesn't look young, but he doesn't look super old. Back's pretty straight, belly's pretty straight, and it's just right. I'm gonna say a 4-year-old. I will say most people underage their deer in early season. Everybody, of course, it's beginning of the year. Everybody thinks they're gonna have a million booners on camera, and every deer they see is young because they're, I'm gonna pass up everything to something monster. And generally speaking, the deer are usually like a year or 2 older than you think this time of year. They're just hard to judge. Here they are again. They're sure hanging out with each other a lot. But as you can see how tall this stuff is up here. I mean, these deer are, this is not a young deer, and he's, pretty much fully upright, and this stuff is 3 feet above his head, just to give you guys an idea of how thick this stuff is. And this is obviously where they've been trampling it down. We've drove a truck through here and stuff like that. So as you get a little bit deeper into this stuff, it gets a lot thicker. That's a cool picture. Actually, hold on. I'm supposed to take a Snapchat. All right, let's find some different deer, shall we? As much as pretty as he is, it's nice to see that he's coming in every night at least. Not a lot of daylight pictures, but that's kind of to be expected. We did have one cold day here at some point. It should be coming up. Oh, look at that. First fawn of the year. That's good. I've actually seen a lot of fawns driving around this year, as well as turkey poults. So I believe, it's kind of a cute picture. His little tongue. I do believe we had a good survival rate on fawns and on turkeys, so that's always great to hear. But like I said, I haven't really spent much time out there. It's super thick. We had a lot of rain earlier, so everything around here is super thick. So it's been hard to see deer, turkeys, or anything just driving around. So I think there's been like 3 bucks this entire camera so far. So that's all right. But this has never been really a great spot for us. The food plot came in good, so I have a feeling that's the reason why. But we never had much luck hunting here, at least in recent years. Lydia, if you're still watching, this is where you shot that one-eyed buck forever ago. Right where this is taken. Okay, where are we at? We're at. All right, we're gonna speed this up. We're at 700. I don't know if I can do 5 at a time. I could probably do 4 though. Let's see. Oop. All right, this might be hard for you guys to see, but I'm just gonna get through this to get to some new deer. Hopefully, I'll stop at anything interesting. More fawns. A young buck again. Oh, this is our first kind of daylight pictures of this buck. That's kind of cool. That's a sweet picture. This is a really cool deer. We also have, there's corn down here. We also have a little mineral station here as well that we just recently put in. Okay. Almost done, almost done. Here's that buck from the very beginning. This buck looks so much better when he's not with that other one. I mean, he looks actually pretty decent here, but long legs. I'm gonna say he's 4, and then this buck seems like he's never too far behind. Ooh, nope, same one. All right. 300 more pictures and we're off to the next spot. Literally, it's been like the same 3 bucks. The 10, that funky 9 with the split brow, then that big mainframe 8. Ooh, that's cool. Which one I like better? I think I like them both, but I think the one with the tongue's a little better. This must be when it was starting to cool off. You're starting to see, ooh, twins. Look how cute they are. They look real healthy, so that's good. Is that the same location? Never mind, you just answered my question. Yes, Lydia. But yeah, fawns look really healthy, so that's good. Here he is again. Man, he's a beautiful buck. He'll score well being just like mainframe 8. Let's see. All right, here we are. All right. Make sure I don't erase our hard drive. That'd be bad. This is the buck from a few years ago. It's nothing new. All right. One down. All right, 700 pictures. This one's a feeder. Same heritage. I'm 90% sure that this is Gibbs Pond. We call this spot where we actually shot a buck here last year and a doe. I think we shot a buck and a doe here last year. I'm just gonna kind of go nice and slow for now until I see something of interest. This is miles and miles away from the last spot, so definitely won't be the same deer. Just looking like some does. Getting used to the feeders or whatever. I'm sure we put a bunch of scent around when we the super hot filling these feeders and gas and oil and sweat and crap. So I'm not expecting. Oh, hey, another fawn. Another good sign. Always love seeing them. Hey, there's a little buck. Okay. Oop. Okay, alright. This deer, I don't have a name for this buck. This deer's ancient. Literally, I know exactly what deer this is. We've had pictures of this deer for, I was hoping there would be a better one, but we've had pictures of this deer for literally, I don't even know how long. This deer's at least 7 years old. If it's the one I'm thinking of, I may not actually be. Hold on. I might be getting ahead of myself. No, I'm like pretty sure it is. I'm pretty sure it is. I can actually pull up a picture of you guys. Hold on. Actually, oh no, I'm a whole year ahead of myself. Hold on. Actually, I think it would be here maybe. I'm just curious myself. Yeah, this buck right here. We'll see. Yeah, definitely. Like I said, this buck is so old. He's just no one ever wants to shoot him. Yeah, he just that's funny. All right, that's cool. All right, moving on. Some more little bucks. Gonna get some more deer in here. Here's that same deer again. I'm gonna say he's minimum 7 years old, which we have a lot of around here. I'm actually gonna save a couple of these. He actually looked like he grew a little bit. That's not a bad thing. Okay. Short G4s. He's a 10. He was a 9 last year. That's cool. Cool, cool. Alrighty. Same deer. Same deer. Like I said, it's probably going to be that where after the first, if you don't see, it's going to be tough to see new deer after the first couple of days, just because of how hot it's been here. We did get one cool day, but not enough that I don't think the deer really got out of their comfort zone too much. Nothing too exciting there. One mature buck though. Alrighty. Let's see what we got going on. Where is this? I believe. Oops. I believe this is Junkyard. I think. It's so hard to tell in the dark. What do we got? 580 pictures. I'm not gonna. I think this is Junkyard, but we'll see. Little buck. I'll be able to tell better in the daylight if we get some daylight pictures. Yeah. Yeah, this has got to be Junkyard. I'm pretty sure. Okay. This one. Oh, maybe not. Who's this? Oh, Terry. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. This is definitely Junkyard. All right. This one is usually a really good spot, but there's no food plot up here. It's just a feeder in this big bedding area. So I don't know how many deer are using it at the moment. They are probably kind of lower, but generally this is a really good spot. As you can see, there's 3 bucks and a doe right here. First day it's been out, but we'll see. I'm definitely expecting something cool to be on this one. Seems like a lot of grass pictures though. Man, just nothing's moving at daylight right now. Okay, what do we got here? It's like a good size 8. This might be another one of those old ancient deer. Yeah, I think that was another one of those deer that are just 7, 8 That one actually might be older. That one's, yeah. This buck right here. This buck is so old. Actually, if you go back to, I think, the first ever deer hunting video we ever did on our channel, where Rob shot that like 150 class 10 point. Like in the beginning of the video, you actually see this deer, or towards the beginning of the video, and he was mature then. He was probably 6 then, and that was 3 years ago. So this deer's 8, 9 type of buck. Never done much. Literally looked like this for as long as I can remember. Sometimes he's a 9, sometimes he's a 10. Just need to move this camera back a little bit, actually. But just nothing special about him. We have a ton of old deer on these properties. Yeah, here he is again. Just nothing nobody ever wants. All right, let me save a couple of these. It's funny, actually. We have yet to have like an actual named buck. I know a lot of these deer, but I actually don't name them. Ooh, who do we got here? Okay, here we go. Okay, so this is COVID. It's funny. We actually found a shed of this. If you watch our first shed hunting video we ever did, right at the start of COVID, this was one of the first sheds that we found. And I had on the video there, I had a thing where you could name, for best highest comment with the most, or whatever comment with the most likes, could name a deer. And this one was named COVID. He was actually an 8 then he turned into a 10, and now this year he actually looks like he's a 12. Super cool buck. He would be at least 6 this year. That's actually nice to see. He's got some nice tine length. Last year we didn't see him a whole lot, but I do remember seeing him a little bit last year, and he just didn't grow into much. He's super cool. He's always kind of had these beams that kind of twisted in with little kickers. Just last year he didn't. I don't think he had his G4s. I think those were kind of his G4s. So that's cool to see. Big frame, nice tine length. We'll take that for sure. Did I already save this picture? No. Okay. Let's see. Let's see if we can get some more pictures of him. Cool. So far we've had a mature buck at every camera. This one, well, at least one the first one the last one. This would be number 2 here. This is one I'd actually probably consider. This one's definitely a shooter. This one actually someone would want to shoot, not necessarily like a management type buck, but he's cool. I like that. I've always liked those beams that kind of tuck in close and twist. He's a cool deer. Let's save some of these. I guess I could just do the copy and paste thing. Yeah, that's awesome. That's so cool. I love deer like this. I've always been a tight framed type of person. I don't really care much for wide deer. He's real narrow though, not very long beams there. I don't know how well he'd score, but that's cool. What do you guys think? Should we? I don't know how much this is delayed. But should we switch to top deer picture? I don't know. I think the one we have is better than this one still. Yeah, I don't know. Mainframe 8 or mainframe 12. That's a super sick picture though. Love to see it. What time is this? Was that 7:30? That's. I mean, this is like the 20th picture of him, so that was pretty early. So that means this is probably right in his bedding area. Like I said, this is definitely a bedding area spot. Oop, that deer literally bedded right there. I can't tell, but this has always been actually, this is our first. Last year was our first time having this spot here, and we had some really good encounters with some nice bucks. There he is again, COVID. You would have named him Crab Legs. How's it going, Seth? Hey, Lydia. Yeah, well, he didn't look like that when we named him, but that would be a good. That would have been a good idea. That's you, Mr. Krabs. Guys, this one already has a name, alright? Unless you're talking about the previous one. That's what I was thinking, Lydia. It looks like Mr. Krabs. If you guys are talking about this deer, he already has a name. Can't name him when they're already 6. You can't rename him when they've had the name for 3 years. The other one, well, I don't think it makes sense. This is that other old buck. This is so early. At least it looks so early. I guess it's not really that early. Oh, this stupid thing. I remember this deer last year, and we thought something was just wrong with him. He's just like a giant fork. I don't know how old he is. I don't know if he's just a young deer, if he's a really old deer. He just, but last year he had like, he broke off the points, I think, on this side, so he just had this big claw. Can't win them all, I guess. It's funny. Look at that. He's getting pretty mean over there. Poor little one horn. Man, he is ruling the roost in the spot. If this buck continues doing this, he should be a pretty easy one to target next month in early season. That's super cool. He's been the most active in daylight. I don't think maybe a couple times, but it seems like we've had more sunlight pictures of him than dark pictures. Look at that. That's so cool. That's super cool. Oh, that's a new buck. And here's this funky one. See, this buck is pretty heavy. He's just is a 5 verse, 7 point? This is a new one. So cool. I should keep that. That's kind of funny. I don't keep this many pictures except for the first couple times I check cameras and I just rip through them. So we have 3 different bucks here. There's that new one, that junky one, and I don't know if that's COVID or nope. This is that other old deer. It's hard to tell. I don't know if you guys will be able to see on your phones or whatever you're watching this on, but he's just so old in the face. Huge Roman nose. He's all beat up, scars, all wrinkly, big pot belly. I bet you this buck is minimum 7, but he's probably 8 and maybe 9. Super old. Just never did anything. I'm really hoping to get a picture of Tank. If you guys noticed, I don't know if you guys noticed if back in my when I was going through folders for the different years, we have its own folder for a buck we call Tank, who is he's either 10 and a half or 11 and a half years old. Like unbelievable. But he made it. We found one of his sheds this year, so unless he died late winter, I do believe he made it. Look at this thing. What? You can say he doesn't look young. I don't know. Oh, there's COVID. He looks like he's kind of running out. He likes to run off the deer. Little one horn, crotch horn. I think we're getting kind of close to the end of these. This has been a good chip, this one. You're watching on your Nintendo Switch? That's actually kind of cool. I know you can do that. What do we got here? COVID. The old buck. Ooh, what was that thing? Oh, COVID. COVID. This camera is definitely... Was that a coyote? Yep. Wow. You know they get desperate when they're eating. Oh, it's a little... Oh, I thought it was a... That's weird. I don't think it's a fawn. It must be a fawn? No, it's too big to be a fawn. That's a really weird angle or something. It's throwing me off. This camera might just be higher than I thought. Okay, what are we at? 5:30. See if there's. Let's just kind of go through these. See if there's anything. Actually, is this a new buck? I think that might be another new young buck. Actually, I'll save this picture. Nothing. Okay. I was gonna say nothing too exciting, but that was actually a pretty good chip. I will take that. 2 definite mature bucks. One I would definitely consider to be a shooter. The other one's more of a management buck. That last day type of deer for most people, but step it up a little bit. Yeah. I'm going. You say that until everybody wants me to go fast. We get a couple bad chips, and then okay, what do we got here? Ooh, okay. This could be a big one. Buckle up your seatbelt. This is Deerfields. This has always been a really good producer early season. This is a little clover plot, like a half-acre, 3/4 acre clover plot in the middle of, this year it's in the middle of a big alfalfa field, a big cornfield, milo, beans. The farmer's got everything planted and all around this field. It's just a little tiny secluded field. We've shot tons of deer here over the years. Super grainy. But this one could be good. Okay. What was that? 8 point. weird? I don't know why it's doing that. Some young deer. As you can see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 deer in here. We call it deer fields for a reason. It's just loaded. There should be some big. Ooh. Ooh, drop time, drop time. Who do we have here? That's actually not a bad buck either. I don't know why this camera usually takes great pictures, and it's one of our browning. I'm not sure why it's so grainy. There we go. Now we're talking, guys. That's cool. Look at that. Okay. Now we just need a clear picture of them. Super grainy. Hope they're not all like this. See, they don't have one of these of this little 8 yet. It's a new buck. Oh, is that the hand buck? That looks like a hand. It's hard to say. There's probably one of the bigger deer we had pictures of last year. We call IKEA, and then which he was a 6-year-old last year. I'm hoping to see him, and then man, it's so hard to see these. Like that's a nice deer, but it's so hard to see. This camera's so crap right now. And then there's a buck we call Flame that's got big brows. That was a 4-year-old last year. Really, really good looking 4-year-old that we passed last year. And I'm really hoping to see. Even these daylight pictures don't look great. Try to move the thumbnail to the top of the screen, please. I don't know what you're saying. I don't. You're gonna have to be more specific. I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, let me keep going. Jimmy, how many shooters? Charlie, move your head to the top right. So far we've had like, I don't know, 6 shooters, probably 5. Let's see. Okay, now everybody's texting me. Okay, what's going on? Yeah, I see the picture, Sarah. Oh, gotcha, guys. Okay, I'm actually gonna just get rid of that, and then that's gonna be weird. I don't know if I can move. I don't think I'm gonna be able to move the webcam. Oh boy, now I got that all messed up. Yeah, the webcams have to stay. I can just anytime I see stuff on that side, I'll just adapt. I'll just adjust that. Yeah, I see what you guys are saying. How it's blocking that. Okay. I'm just gonna do 155. Jeez. Okay. I'm just gonna do it this way, and then when we see deer, if it's on that left side, I'll be more careful to show you guys that. Sorry about that. All right. Where are we? What do we got here? I saw right here. Oh, that's unfortunate, guys. This is, in fact, yeah. Well, picture. I don't know. I'm not the tech person, people. I'm not sure how to move this stuff around. So this is, in fact, IKEA. That actually kind of sucks. Not that he's a small deer by any means, but last year he was really nice. He's at least 7 this year. I'm pretty confident he's 7. I could pull up a picture of what he looked like last year to show you guys. We were really hoping big things for him. So yeah, this is what he looked like at the end of last year. Big mainframe 10, and then his G2 is actually right there. It's going straight back. It's longer. It's like the size of this. But then he had this huge inner kicker point. He's always had an inner kicker. We call him the inner kicker 10. IKEA. That's kind of how we got the name. But it's looking like. I mean, I don't want to speak too soon. But that is not looking the best. But I can just tell from the frame. So that's not I was really hoping that buck was going to be like a giant, but we'll see. Okay, so we need to go back to here, here, here. This back over. We'll see. Hopefully we get better pictures of them, but not the best. Actually, you probably do this like that, and then this like, ooh. Don't need this that big. Oop. Okay. This might be better. All right. I still, yeah, I don't know how to get those pictures out of the way. I could hide them maybe, but whatever. All right, I'll leave them for now. So, yeah, that's stuff at IKEA. The only inner kicker looks like he grew this year is right here. That's kind of sucks. That kind of sucks. Oh well. They don't always all get big. We tried really hard last year to hunt him. He actually disappeared. Oh wait a minute, I'm blind. He does have an inner kicker point right there. So this is his. Well, it's kind of his G4, I guess. It looks like his brow. That's probably his G2, G3, and then if you consider this would probably be his G4, but it's kind of growing on the inside. So, like I said, we hunted him really hard. I wouldn't say we hunted him hard last year. We tried. We looked hard for the opportunity to hunt him. What is that thing? Huh. Weird. And he actually disappeared for about 2 months. Didn't get a single picture of him, and then we actually saw him on Hoof. Kelly Toth, one of the people who came down duck hunting with me last year. Matt, I was showing him around the property, actually up about half a mile from here, and they kicked him out of a bed with a doe, and she got a picture with her real camera. And it was the first time we'd seen him in like a month and a half, and he was right in the middle of like 3 of our setups, like 2 food plots and just a feeder, and he was right in the middle of it. So I said, all right, great, we'll start getting pictures of him. We start hunting him again, and we still didn't get a picture of him for like 2 more weeks. I've never seen that with the deer before. If he was just locked down with the same doe for forever or different does, I don't know. But there's not a lot of food in this area at all, besides the crops. But once they harvest the crops, they put the cows out and all the crops around here. So like this time of year, there's tons of food, and then they harvest them and they let the cows out to pick up the scraps. So there's actually not a lot of forage. That's not our food plots. Ooh, here we go, guys. This one's fun. So this super grainy is actually a buck we call Pirate. I'm about 9. I'll know for sure if his other eye is gone. He's missing an eye, but with that little kicker there and then in a 9-point frame, because he had this left side's a 9-point side or 4-point side with the kicker, and his other side's a main frame 5-point side. He was another. Was he 6 last year too? Man, we have so many old deer. So he's actually 7 this year as well. We actually had 1 or 2 encounters with him last year, and never came into bow range. I think we got a little bit of footage of him actually. One of the times, a little good clip. Yep, there it is right there. And how good am I? Missing an eyeball. Pirate. You can see a huge body. Oh, you guys can't see because that deer's in the way. Sorry. Huge body. He's a cool buck. So that's 2 for sure shooters here. Pirate and IKEA. They come here all the time. This is their stomping grounds. Oh yeah, I forgot about the drop time buck. There we go. Okay, so I'm pretty sure. I don't know. I don't want to make assumptions. There's a good chance this buck's the buck we call RK. He was another one that seeing this actually looks like he's got 2 brows here and then the drop tine. This reminds me a lot of a buck we called RK last year, who was a 5-year-old last year. Kind of matches up with where he is and stuff. We'll see. Yeah, short beams. I bet you it's RK. I actually found a shed of him this year. It looks just like this side. But I'm not, like I said, I can't really say for sure, but that's just what I'm thinking. Sweet. That's awesome. So that's 3 good bucks in here. Deerfields never disappoints. I don't even know what this deer is. I'm guessing just like he got kind of a belly on him. I don't know. It doesn't seem too special. You know, they just kind of look old. Big brisket belly. He's kind of hunched over though. It's hard to tell. It's really disappointing. This camera's so blurry though. Like I said, this is actually like one of our 2 high-end cameras, I'd say. A little wonky buck. Good picture though. Gotta save it. So this is me. Oh yeah, I came in and brush hogged, and then I'm gonna actually come back in again and plant. You'll see. Man, that's IKEA too. That is so depressing. He's always had these short G2s and these real long beams. And he went from like a mid 180s buck to a looks like a 150 buck maybe. I don't know. That sucks. Oh well. At least he's alive. Yeah, that's such an IKEA picture right there. Darn. Oh well. Oh well. When they get 7, 8 years old, they don't usually go downhill. A lot of people think 5, 6 year olds are prime. I I've never noticed that to be true. I see a lot. What deer is that? I see a lot of deer that keep growing. When they get 8, 7, 8, 9 years old even. IKEA. So yeah, I think next time I do this, I'm gonna put the picture I think on the top of me on the top. But then again, I don't know. I thought the bottom would be better on most of our cameras. This one obviously it's not. It's in the way, but we'll see. Maybe make it a little bit smaller too, or just get rid of it. A lot of deer, nothing new. Man, if we could see flame here, that'd just be a double whammy. We got $4 here. $5. I didn't even see this little guy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cool. The deer do look healthy. This is Pirate again. Crappy picture, but I guess it is a daylight picture. This is 6:30 in the morning, so I guess I can't really complain with these dawn dusk pictures because it means he is coming in the daylight. It's a cool buck. He's old. Here he is again. His beams kind of swoop up and then down. Don't have no idea what he'd score, but save this one. Well, just a lot of deer that I was hoping to see I've seen, so that's good. And they're still, especially only just a nice 8. Especially with only having these out for a week. I can't complain. Who is this? I don't remember seeing this in any of the pictures. Looks like a mainframe 10. Looks like a G4 there with a good kicker. I bet I am missing an awesome dinner, guys. Okay. So this is what I'm pretty sure is, yeah, this is definitely RK. Just the way his beams are. Super familiar. This is the buck that's got the drop tine. It's right here somewhere. You can just tell by the frame. He's got 2 brows on one of these sides. Something looks a little weird there. I don't know. And then this is just that nice 8 that we've been kind of seeing around. Don't got a name for him. Don't super recognize him. Yeah, there's that drop tine. Nice buck in the back there too. That's so cool. That's so cool. That's it. That is it. Man, I drove the tractor in a bunch more. I'm kind of surprised I didn't get any more of the tractor coming by. Alrighty. Cool. Well, that was 3 at least shooters there. All that I knew, and then some other deer that I'll have to get better looks at later on, but not going to complain with that, that's for sure. We've been doing pretty good so far. We still got a whole pile of chips to go. We still got 10. So we'll try to rip through these. We've hit kind of some of the better spots though, so I'm expecting some of these not to go as well, but we'll see. Oh, like this one. That was great. You gotta love when your camera takes 2 pictures. Cool. Well, no idea where that one was. Hopefully that was one of the spots where it wasn't as important. Alrighty. This one's got over 1,000. Oh. That is not what you guys want to see. Those are cows. We did have to fix a fence. I'm guessing this is Texas. Place we call Texas, yeah. I don't know if there'll be any. Yeah, we actually fixed this fence today. We saw where they broke. They walked right through a fence in a spot. We might get a few days worth of pictures. There's usually a lot of deer in this field. I actually just planted this field. I didn't have anything planted in the summer. It's a really big food plot. It's like 4.5 acres. But there was a lot of brush in it, so I sprayed that brush with some really heavy duty stuff this spring, and then I wasn't able to plant anything until now. And there's still some of this like green stuff growing in, but this is all planted. Or actually, you'll probably see me. It's a little buck. Oh, okay. And my guess is once the cows break in, it's probably gonna just be. Where are we? Oh, no, no, no. Hold on, hold on. Where did we go? Okay, so the cow came in. The deer came back. A couple bucks. Looks like a decent little buck there. Kind of cool. Yeah, hopefully we fix the cow problem today. Name 2 bucks. This spot gets really good later in the season. I think it'd be really good this time of year as well. There just hasn't been any food in here, and it's in a huge, like a 700 acre, basically bedding area, but there's no food in there until we fill the feeder and get stuff starts growing. So hopefully we can get some rain. But I think it's just that same buck. We've actually gotten kind of lucky. Okay, yeah, this is the day we got rain. Came through. This was top on my priority list. This is me talking on the phone with my banker. That's funny. Took her forever. But yeah, so this is me getting it all planted. And then here comes the cows. So I'll take it once they all find a way in. Oh yeah, love to see that. Beautiful pictures. Look at the clouds though. Isn't that pretty? Okay, I'm gonna guess it's all gonna be cows at this point. Yep, okay. Lame. Lame-o. Alright, well there we go. We had 2 bad chips in a row basically. What we got left? 8 left. So we're like almost halfway done. Hope you guys are having a good day. Okay, we got a lot here. Let's see. 500, so 1,500 pictures. Oh, okay. So this spot, we actually don't have a setup here. For the people watching who know about the property, this is Ace's, kind of by Junior's cornfield. The farmer we don't have any setups in this area. I've kind of wanted to put one there, but I went to check it out, and the farmer's got like 2 really nice looking bean fields. And there's not a lot of bean fields this year. A lot of people planted corn and milo. So there's 2 little like really secluded bean fields, and so I just went and dumped a bunch of corn in between the 2 and put a camera up. But we will see. I was actually really impressed when I came back here today. The corn was like gone, and we're already getting daylight pictures. So this one could be really good. I have really no idea who to expect to be here. Like I said, ooh, 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 ooh. Okay, look at the fonts. That's cute. Okay, we got how long was the camera out? Was the camera out? I don't know. I don't know. Okay. This buck, at first glance, reminds me a lot of a buck we called Judgment last year. And we call him Judgment because we weren't sure if he was a 4-year-old or a 5-year-old. So we kind of figured if you see him on the hoof, you're going to have to make a judgment call. And then later in the season, it might not be him. No, 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 no. Okay, I'm thinking the wrong deer. I know what deer this is. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Da, 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 da. This buck was actually, I'm actually going to pull it up. Where are we? This is the same. Because this deer, this deer, a lot of our buddies saw him and had to pass him up, and he was just a gorgeous south side. Is that what we called this area? I guess it didn't really have a name for it last year either. No, that's not him. Right here. Yes, this was a for sure young buck last year. If I pull up, I'm gonna guess. I assume. Like I said, I'm quick to make an assumption here, but oops. I do believe. It's the same deer. I might be wrong. I don't know. Same area. I'm not gonna get too carried away. He's actually a little bit different than I thought. But anyway, that's the deer I was thinking of. So, but then again, I don't know. I still don't know what this deer is. I don't know. Cool. We like to see it though. Good start. And look at this, 7 o'clock in the morning. This is when it was really hot. I guess it's 68 now, but it was getting really hot during the days. Is that another fawn or just a doe? That's just a small doe. I'm trying to think. That's kind of a cool picture. Maybe that is the buck we call Judgment. I don't know. So when you get the clean tens, when you have so many clean tens, they're so hard to distinguish. He's got a pot belly now. Definitely at least 4. Gorgeous picture though. Aw, that's cute. Okay, let's see where we at. 168. Don't need that no more. Lots of does. Lots of does, lots of fawns. Okay. Looks like the 2 bucks in the beginning. Again, so this is kind of what happens when this time of year you put corn out or whatever on a camera, on a scrape, whatever, and you just kind of get the same deer over and over again because they're really the only deer that are using the area. They have such tight home ranges right now. They don't usually start to expand. You know, I'm gonna say this buck is probably 5. That's a pretty good sized belly he's got there. Back straight. There's no dip in it yet, but he's got a brisket. He's got a really defined shoulder. I'm gonna say this buck's 5. That might change because this to me this is like a 3 or a 4-year-old deer, probably a 3-year-old deer, and of course they're not. This one's closer, so it's gonna look bigger, but I don't know. That one's 3 or 4, and I'm gonna say this one's 4 or 5. But I'm gonna say he's 5 as of right now. Okay, yeah. So this makes me think this is that Judgment buck from last year. Having these points go forward and these points go straight up. I'm actually going to look it up. It's been so long. I have ideas in my head what all these deer look like. But until I actually go back and look at them again for the first time. I should probably stop getting rid of this. Was it on the Survivors? I have a picture of him. Right here? Nah, see, that's not what I was... I don't know. I'm okay. I'm not going to get too ahead of myself. There's so many deer that can still be out. Beautiful buck though. I definitely have seen this deer before. He looks super great. Some of these pictures, some of the angles I see just remind me so much of a deer I can think of. I just can't remember where. I don't know. Oh well. Hope that goes away. Oh wow, look at that. All right, if we see a big buck with a spider web out, we got names, or a nice buck, we got to name something with a web. Let's see. Hopefully it doesn't say the whole time. Just long enough for us to get a picture of a nice buck that I don't have named yet. Oh, nope, it went away. Huh, that was a good opportunity missed. Man, every time I go through it single, I don't see any deer. Then as soon as I get out of it and start doing like 5 at a time, one pops right up. So 373. Like I said, as soon as I get to this, I go back to singles. Those are the same 2 bucks. Well, see something new here. The same deer, yeah. No, actually, I think these are 2 different bucks actually, because this one's a 9. This one has bigger brows. It's a little kicker. I think these are two different. These are two different. This is a different group of 2 bucks. The other one was like an 11, and then a cleaner 10, bigger 10. These are younger deer. These are two different deer. I think, or maybe I'm just crazy. I don't know. I'm out of practice. Yeah, so that's at 9. I don't. Yeah, yeah. And the other one was a 5x6, right? I think so. Bunch of does. Very healthy looking deer. I'm not seeing a lot of ticks. I'm not seeing like they've just been like really just a deer that's looked really good this year. I'm really happy about that. Look at that. That is an old doe. Look at the brisket on her. Split ear, big belly. She needs an arrow. I'm impressed with the spot though. This was kind of when I just went on a limb on him. We do have a tree stand by this location, just kind of like a travel corridor stand, but probably should put some kind of something more permanent. Okay. What do we got? So there's a nice buck. It's hard to see with the foliage. These could be new deer. Honestly, this is a new buck. We haven't seen him yet. I can't tell these other two. Those even look different, don't they? Maybe it might not be. Whatever it is, he's got a big old bill. This is a mature deer for sure. That doesn't seem like it's. I'm just gonna look. Let's see. I don't think these are the same. No, no, not at all. Okay, so this is definitely a different deer. You can tell it's more broad. These come in a lot more. Definitely a different buck. He's wider. So there's a lot of like 10 points and stuff in here. And that, so if that's a new buck, this could very well be a new buck. If I could get a good picture of him. So it looks like there's. So this was the original one. This was the original buck that we saw. It's a perfect 10. His points kind of crown in. Small brows. So there's been at least 3 different good sized 10 points. That looks like judgment. Okay. These are those 2 new bucks. This is definitely an old buck. Not very huge, but he's definitely mature. Yeah. So this is that, and this is the original buck. So now they're together. Low-key kind of hoping to see Tank here, but. Find the soybeans. Find the deer. That's for sure in Kansas, man. Gotta put this here. There's a lot of deer using this. And like this corn isn't doing much, but just getting them to stop to come in and get a little bite to eat and move on. These are all coming in here for sure before we even had this corn out. Oh. Okay, that's it for this. I think there's still more pictures on this one, but okay, let's see. Let's get something exciting here. 500 pictures. I'm gonna go through these pretty quick. Unless I see some. Ooh, this is. Every time I say that, I stop because I see something. That's a cool picture. Okay, did we get a better one? Hold on. Okay. So this is the one from the. This is the original buck that we got pictures of. There's a good buck here, and this is that old buck, the other wide 10. And this is the original. This is the one. These two are the original ones. This is the one that's got the G5. And this is that old 10. Look at that. That is an awesome picture. I love this property. That's cool too. Come on, give me a good. Ah man, let's save a couple more of those. You don't get this. I mean, none of these are monsters by any means, but they're definitely not small deer. And you just don't get broad daylight pictures of bucks of this cow. Of like just three. Two of those three are definitely mature. That's cool. Okay. 145. Let's go back through these quickly. I'm sure I'm going to stop as soon as I start, but when you're looking through this many, it's hard not to find something you want to look at closer. I'm not going to look at any of these. Deer we've already seen. Deer we've already seen. Love those daylight pictures. It's like, aw. That's a cute picture. It's a good mom right there. Twins. That's what we like to see. Hey, find some turkeys. Haven't seen too many of them yet. These all toms? Yeah, last year's Jake's probably. Cool. And there we are. Oh, guy coming in cut. Hey, cool. That was like super exciting. I had no really expectations for that spot. And again, at least 2 mature bucks. So I don't know. I haven't really been keeping track, but we got to be over 10 mature bucks already. Most of them I've known. Those ones I'm sure I know them. I just can't, when they're those typical 10s. So, hey Logan, how's it going? Need a new picture for that. I should have kept one of those pictures for the one on you guys been looking at for a while. Okay. So this is catfish. Not much going on here. We just jumped them on the ground. We didn't fill the feeder. This is the fence was down here, so I didn't see any cows in this pasture. But if any cows were, they'd be able to just come right here and eat all the corn. We got to fix the fence maybe tomorrow. But so this is the spot where actually the buck that's on the screen. This is pretty close to that first spot, and here he is right here. So get to see him again. Awesome deer. Look at that. That's so cool. I don't know for sure. I don't know for sure if I know that deer. There has been an 8 that it very well could be that's been on this property for a couple years now. And I think he was 5. I think he was 4.5 last year, so he'd be 5 this year. He had a split brow, but he was a clean 8 last year with just a split brow, and he could have done that. He could have lost the split brow and put split G2s on it. It's definitely possible. I just haven't had enough cameras out long enough to really feel like I get a full. There's so many crops and so many food plots out that I don't even have cameras on, and we're just kind of doing this quick last week just to kind of get some of the hotter areas. A lot of deer coming in here though. 171. It's crazy. Some are just all nighttime, and some are almost all daylight pictures. Okay, nothing new. That was that. All right, that wasn't bad. Those 2 other bucks are coming to this spot as well. Nowhere near as much as they were going to the one that actually had the food plot growing. So, well, that's so weird to have both headsets on. Okay, few left. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 left. Oh, come on, something big, something big. Okay, this is gonna be. Oh, this is the 80. This is actually the first piece of property we ever owned. This one's got 1,200 pictures. This one's bound to have a lot of deer. It's been kind of lacking in the bigger bucks the last couple years, but historically speaking, we've always had a couple nice big bucks hit it. This is generally one of those spots where if we get a good buck on camera, he's not usually too hard to kill. So hopefully, we'll see. There was a couple nice bucks last year I'd love to see again this year, but we'll see. Starts Saturday, mule deer, huh? Yeah. I don't know if I'll ever make it to Utah at this rate. I'm so busy lately, Logan, but good luck. Man, Little Deer Central, huh? There has been bucks, but they've all been like spikes and crotch horns like this, if you guys were wondering why. They're just a little junk like that. Nothing of any excitement level. We did quite a bit of work on this property this year. We had a helicopter come in and spray it for some weeds and stuff like that we're having a hard time with. So it's looking all right, but it definitely kind of had a big makeover this year. So might take the deer a little bit while they get coming back to it. We'll see. Wow, really nothing, just does, huh? Does and little deer. Wow, that was disappointing. It's not usually like that in this location. Okay. Frickin' frack, yeah. Yeah, sounds good, buddy. If I'm around, I'm definitely down. I've never been. Oh, I've been to Idaho once. Oh, okay. This looks like it's just something screwed up with this camera for sure. Like unreadable data. We're getting down to the wire. Should start to figure out. So that's 2 cameras that we've had not work at all. I'm not really sure which ones they'd be yet, but we'll figure that out here shortly. Let's see. Only 76 pictures here. This is observation, I believe. Which, Lydia, if you're still watching this is where you shot your biggest buck ever. 186. Wish I would have had a camera for that one. Ooh. Okay. There's a good chance that this is that buck I was looking forward to seeing called Flame. This is right above Deerfield. There's a good chance that's him. It doesn't look super impressive right now. But so this feeder is also a long ways away from this camera. So deer always look the deer always look smaller than they should for whatever reason. I put this stake always too far away, or it's like a T stake I've actually drove into the ground, so I can't really just move it. What is this thing? It's like a wide 8-point. I'm gonna kind of go through these kind of fast. Yeah, this is definitely that Flame buck, who's 5.5. We passed him up last year. He looked really good last year. Yeah, he was 4 last year, so I'm not really save a couple of these. These just aren't very good pictures, but it's good to see he's alive. He's got really tall. No, the one I buck. No, the one you shot on that really tall blind. That was really close. The last one you shot, the one that was all heavy. Off work. Now you have my full attention. How's it going, Madeline? Glad to see ya. I don't think. Well, I can tell you we haven't been anywhere where my sister Madeline shot a deer because she shot all her deer in the same field, and I do not have a camera there currently. But no, this is where you shot that big heavy one when it was just me and you. Just a wide 8. So this is gonna be that Flame buck again, but it's just crappy pictures. There's so much vegetation and the glow. Come on. It's gonna suck. Well, I mean, I have all year to get good pictures of him. I'm just glad to see he's alive. He's definitely a shooter this year. Oh, there's me. I thought it said 76 pictures. Why is there? Alrighty. Well, that was a success, this camera, I guess. It's the buck I wanted to see. Just didn't get a very good look at him. I bet you he was a 160 class 10 point, though, from what he was last year. I'm not sure what that emoji is, Madeline. Looks like someone coughing in their arm. I don't know. YouTube emojis are weird. Okay. Yeah, Malin, I saw your emoji. Oh yeah, well I was deathly ill. Yeah, you were all right. You pulled through. You were a champ. You felt good that day. Okay, so this is I dumped way too much corn here. This is back door. We were just going around dumping corn in our corn hauler, and I didn't think there was that much left, so I just opened it while I was working on the blind, and ended up being a ton. So a lot of corn here. This is a little food plot that I actually just another one I planted with the rain we got a couple days ago. So there hasn't been anything all summer, so I'm not really expecting a whole lot. This is one of those spots where it's either hit or miss. Last year's spot really sucked. They overgrazed it really like really bad, and so there was just like nothing around all year. The grass is actually they've been holding off on it. The grass is looking really good this year, so I am expecting there to be. Actually, kind of weird to see turkeys. There's not usually a lot of turkeys up here. I'm expecting it to be a good year once the food plot comes up and whatever. But yeah, nothing here. I mean, doesn't it look like a buck? That is a ugly looking doe. Look at the face on that thing. Like she's even like snarling or something. That is an old doe. Thing's huge. Okay. Nothing exciting there. I think we got 2 left. Hopefully they both work. If we do this whole thing with only 2 bad cameras, it's not bad. Charlie, the brisket smells great, I bet. Don't worry, guys. I'm out here doing all the work while you guys are up in Alaska enjoying rainy weather and brisket. I'd trade you if I could. All right. Let's end with the good here. Okay, this is top of the world. This is where I shot my biggest buck ever. I don't know why this is a video. Does it have videos? Is it like on hybrid mode or something? That's kind of weird. Usually there should be something good. This is actually a soybean and corn. This is corn. It's hard to tell, but there's actually all this green stuff you're seeing soybeans. It's like a corn and soybean mix I tried from Stratton Seed. It's pretty cool. I'd give it like a 7.5 out of 10. I'd definitely probably try it again, but I wasn't like blown away with it. But it was cool. It was cool to have the corn in there. I think I like their heritage mix a little bit better though. What do we got? 600 pictures. I'm gonna kind of go through these kind of fast. Well, the cool thing is, I guess if we see a nice buck, we'll have a video of it probably. So far, I haven't seen a single antler. I mean, I might be missing like a little buck or something, but I'm not gonna miss a big one. Yikes. This is when I came through and planted. I reseeded this one as well. As you can see now, it's much more knocked down. Oh, look at that, guys. We have a buck. Actually up there too. Look at that beauty. Wow, I think this might be the first camera where we've had like hundreds of pictures and not a shooter. The end of the stream is really slacking. That's alright though. I am happy with what we've seen so far. Okay. One more, guys. One more chip. And that'll be a been live for a while. Holy cow. Alright, here we go. Let's end with a bang, shall we? Jimmy, you retracted your message, it looks like. Okay. Let's see. Where are we? Oh, we're ending on the gravel pit. I think this is the gravel pit. Actually, there was cows in here too. We had to chase off. A couple calves got in here, so hopefully, we'll see. I don't know. This spot's been good in the past. Not really the one I'd love to end on though. Is this a cow? This is a cow, isn't it? Yeah, that's definitely a cow. Great. Not a good start. Oh, at least we see some bucks. I take it all 3 of those are. Nope. I'm gonna say all 3 of those are bucks, but nope. I think there were 2 does. How many pictures are even on this one? 300. Okay, there could be something on here. Camera's in a weird angle. this really got depressing fast, didn't it? Well, that is that. It sucks. Well, I can show you guys if anybody's still around. Some of the better ones. I want to look at them real quick too anyway. So I'll kind of show you the pictures we saved real quick. And thanks for watching. Man, that started off so much better. Okay. Ooh. Over here. Alrighty. I'm just going to go through these real quick. Are the elk still around? They come and go. I haven't seen them this year, but they usually show up around like November. Just gonna show you guys. This was Flame. I really like this picture. That buck looks so big there in the back. How's it going, Madeline? You're just catching the tail end of it. How's it going, Nate? I meant to say not Madeline. How's it going, Nate? Love this picture. It's fun. Yep, we got this drop time buck. RK, I'm pretty sure. Don't have him named. This is IKEA, the biggest disappointment of the night, but it is what it is. There's he again. This is, so you guys can see, this is Pirate, another ancient buck, 7.5-year-old deer. As you can see, his one eye. That's why we call him Pirate. IKEA again. It's Pirate again. As you can see, this is I'm not sure what deer that is. Then this one, I feel like we didn't get that many pictures of this buck, but he looks pretty good. He's got this big kicker and a G4, just like looks like a clean 10 with this big kicker. So I'll be on the lookout to get some better pictures of him. It looks like he's got a big brisket. And then that drop time. Okay, that's what we had there. And then I think really the only other one that was super crazy was, oh, actually, we had some cool pictures in here. This is where COVID was. An old buck there. This buck, this buck really grew into a nice steer. I don't know what he'd score. He looks pretty tall, but he's got short beams. 12. It's kind of a 12. Super cool buck, though. COVID. I have one of his sheds from years and years ago. I think he was the only one that was super cool. This deer's really old, but yeah, super exciting. So, alrighty, and then I'll show you a few more, and that'll be it for me tonight. Let's see. These are all gonna be the ones with the split buck. Buck back here. He's another super cool deer. I'm not sure. He might be my favorite of the night. This guy right here. He's super wicked. Super, super cool. And I need to start naming all these ones I don't have named. But I like that buck. But that's about it. Alright, guys. Thanks for tuning in. First time ever doing this before, so see if we ever do it again. But that is it. I am signing off. Goodbye, everybody. All in all, I'd say probably had 10 or a dozen mature bucks and probably 6 or 7 that I was really excited about. IKEA was not, kind of disappointed there. But everything else I'd say grew, from what I could tell, pretty good. So yeah, that is it. I'm going to try to end this thing and call it a night. So thanks for watching, everybody, and take care.